Now, let us begin our class with Brahmanad. Om. Om. Shanti. 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 Swastha.
In our previous video, we discussed that the writer Yevgeny Yevtushenko had to live all alone in a quiet flat in the street of Moscow. He had to live all alone in a quiet flat in Moscow because his parents were divorced and they were living separately. The father was living somewhere in Kazakhstan and he got married there and he started living with his newly wedded wife and their two children. And the writer had his correspondence with his father only through correspondence. It means the writer seldom received letters from his father. And you know, his mother was at the front. She gave up her work as a geologist to become a singer. And she entertained the troops by singing her songs. So his education was left to the street. And the street teacher taught so many things to the writer Yevgeny Yevtushenko. And what did the street teacher teach to the writer as a child? The street teacher taught some bad things as well as some good things to the writer. The street teacher taught him how to swear, how to smoke, and how to speak elegantly through teeth. So these were the bad habits or bad things taught to the writer by the street teacher. The street teacher also taught him some good things. And what good things did the street teacher teach him? The street teacher taught him to face or how to face the challenges of life or how to face the difficulties or the odds of life. The street teacher taught him how to keep his feet ready all the time. At the same time, the street teacher also taught him that he should not be afraid of anyone or anything in life. So the street teacher taught him two good things. And what were they? They were how to face the challenges of life boldly. Secondly, not to be afraid of anyone or anything in life. These were the two things that the street teacher had taught to him. And when he grew up, he gave up the bad habits of speaking elegantly through his teeth, or swearing, or smoking. But he did not give up, but kept the good habits or good things that were taught to him by the street teacher throughout his life. We also discussed that there lived a ghoul in the street where Yevgeny Yevtushenko was living. And we also discussed clearly how the ghoul Red and his followers were creating a fear among the children of the street. So everyone was afraid of Red. So was the writer. But he had made up his mind that he would not be afraid of a boy, even then, who is stronger than he. But when he found that all the children, all the boys of his street were afraid of Red, he also started scaring of that good Red. Now, let us discuss the next unit of our lesson, standing up for yourself. I wanted to conquer my fear of Red. See, in the first unit, we discussed that he had decided that he would not be afraid of a boy who is stronger than he. But in the second unit, what did we discuss? When he found the boys of his street were afraid of Red, he also started fearing the boy or the good ruffian or the ruffian Red. But he wanted to conquer, win over his fear of Red. So I wrote a poem about him. To conquer his fear of Red, what did the narrator Yevgeny Yevtushenko do? To conquer his fear of Red, he composed a verse. He composed a poem. About whom? About Red. So why did he compose a poem about Red? He composed a poem about Red only to conquer his fear of him. This was my first piece of journalism in verse. And what does verse mean? Verse means a poetic form in general. And that poem was his first piece of journalism in verse. And what does it mean? It means after composing the poem, he published it in a newspaper. That is the reason why we call it a journalism in verse. He was not a journalist. But what did he do? He composed a poem, or he wrote a poem. After writing a poem, he published the poem that he had written about Red. To overcome his fear of Red, he published it in a newspaper. That is the reason why it is called journalism in verse. What is called journalism in verse? The poem that was written by Yevgeny Yevtushenko about Red is known as a verse. And what is a verse? A verse means a poetic form in general. Understood? So what did he do after composing a poem about Red? After composing a poem about Red, he published it in a newspaper. That is the reason why it is called a journalism in verse. By the next day, the whole street knew it by heart. As the poem was published in the newspaper, it reached to the doors of all the people in the street. By the next day, the whole street, the people of the whole street and the children of the whole street knew it by heart. That means they went through, they read the poem that was written by Yevgeny Yevtushenko about Red. Words read by the people and children of the street. They did not memorize. By heart means to memorize. But here it does not mean memorize, but they all read it again and again. When we read again and again and again, what do? We memorize, which is known as by heart. But here it is not. Here by heart means many people and children of the state went through the poem that was written by Yevgeny Yevtushenko and published in a newspaper. And exhorted with profound hatred. And what does exhorted mean? Exhorted means showed great joy and excitement. They showed, who showed great joy and excitement? The people of the street, the children of the street of Yevgeny Yevtushenko felt very much excited and delighted after reading the poem about rape and finding it in a newspaper. So the whole street knew it by heart and exhorted. What does exhorted mean? They showed their joy and excitement with triumphant hatred. Triumphant means victorious. Triumphant means also showing great joy or excitement. Hatred, hatred means despite or contempt. But this phrase has an inner meaning with triumphant hatred. What does this express? This expresses that the narrator Yevgeny Yevtushenko was able to create hatredness in the hearts and minds of the people of his street against rape. Understood? What does with triumphant hatred mean? With triumphant hatred means that Yevgeny Yevtushenko was able to create hatredness in the minds and hearts of the people of his street against rape. One morning, on my way to school, I suddenly came upon the way and his blackness. So in the first paragraph of this unit, we discussed to overcome his fear of rape. He composed a poem about him and published it in a newspaper. The people of his street read the poem about rape written by Yevgeny Yevtushenko, and Yevgeny Yevtushenko was able to create hatredness in the hearts and minds of the people of his street against rape. After a few days or after a day or two, when he was on his way to school, he suddenly met by chance red and his blackness. Red was a goon, red was a ruffian, red was a bully. So one day, when he was on his way to school, he suddenly came upon red and his blackness. See, Red was burning with anger to take his revenge, as the narrator had written a poem against him and published it in a newspaper. So, as a result, the people of the street were disliking him, were hating him, were not liking him at all. So he was burning in anger. So one day, when Yevgeny Yevtushenko was on his way to school, he suddenly met by chance the dude red and his blackness. His eyes seemed to go through me, as the writer Yevgeny Yevtushenko met him by chance on his way to school. He was stopped and red and his legs. Red, stare. Stare, you know, look and with fixed eyes. Bore through. Bore through means look and with fixed eyes. His eyes seem to bore through, to stare in a way that makes somebody feel uncomfortable. The way he looked at Yevgeny Yevtushenko made him feel uncomfortable. So after stopping him on his way to school, he stared at him and said, the poet. He drawled. Drawl means to say something slowly with longer vowel sounds. C-O-E. Vowel, as I said, poet. O-E. I uttered this word very slowly, giving emphasis to the vowels. Poet. Ridiculously. He said to Yevgeny Yevtushenko, poet. He drawled. Drawled. What does drawl mean? Drawl means to say something slowly with longer vowel sounds. Smiling crookedly. At the same time, he smiled dishonestly, disrespectfully. Who smiled disrespectfully? It was Red who smiled crookedly, who smiled disrespectfully, dishonestly after stopping Yevgeny Yevtushenko when he was on his way to school and ridiculing him by saying, "Oh, poet, you write poems, so you write verses. Do they rhyme? Do they rhyme?" See, this is nothing but saying something mockingly, saying something ridiculously. He was mocked, he was ridiculed by the lone Red when he was on his way to school one day. Then, of course, Yevgeny Yevtushenko did not protest, did not say anything to Red and his followers. But Red's hand darted means move suddenly. He put his hand suddenly into his pocket. And what was known to the writer? It was known to the writer that the ghoul Red always carried a knuckle duster in his pocket. He was stopped. He was ridiculed. But he did not utter a word to Red. But he found suddenly Red putting his hand into his pocket. Red's hand darted into his pocket. And when his hand came out of the pocket, it was already armed with his knuckle duster. Red's hand darted into his pocket and came out armed with a knuckle duster. I have already said to you the meaning of the knuckle duster in my other class. Let me tell you again, what does knuckle duster mean? A metal covering. A metal covering for the knuckles is known as knuckle duster. So what did Red do? Red put his hand into his pocket, and when his hand came out of the pocket, his hand was already armed with his knuckle duster. Then suddenly he attacked. It flashed like lightning and struck my head. He attacked. Who attacked? Red attacked. To whom did he attack? He attacked Yevgeny Yevtushenko. He attacked Yevgeny Yevtushenko with his knuckle duster on his head. So he attacked with his knuckle duster on the head of Yevgeny Yevtushenko. It passed that knuckle duster flashed like lightning and struck, passed a sudden strike, struck my head. I fell down, streaming with blood and lost consciousness. As he was attacked on his head by Red with his knuckle duster, he fell down, streaming with blood, and blood was oozing out of his head as his head was injured. I fell down, streaming with blood, and lost consciousness. At the same time, he lost his sense. He fell down after he was attacked, streaming with blood, and lost his sense or consciousness. So this was my first revelation as a poet. When we do something good, we expect some good result, some good appreciation. But you are not appreciated by, of course, he was appreciated by the people of the street, but he was not appreciated by the goon, Red, and his followers. So, what was his revelation? What did he get back after composing a poem and publishing it in a newspaper? After composing a poem and publishing it in a newspaper, he was attacked on his head hard, and he became ill for a long time. And these were the prize, these were the remuneration he got after composing a poem and publishing it in a newspaper. And what does remuneration mean? Remuneration means to pay or get something in return. And what did he get in return? In return, he got a severe attack on his head with the knuckle duster by Red. So this was my first revelation as a poet. I spent several days in bed as he was severely injured. He was hospitalized and he spent several days in bed. You must be knowing the difference between on bed and in bed. When he was lying for rest, we say on bed. And when we spend our time on bed as a sick person, or if we are injured, then we use the word in bed. As he was injured and hospitalized, he spent several days in bed. After not completely his recovery, when he recovered to some extent, he came out. When I went out with my head still bandaged, it means with my head still, the head was still bandaged, but it means he was not completely recovered. But to some extent he was okay, he was recovered. When I went out or came out of home with his head still bandaged, he again saw Red. He again saw Red. Because Red was moving up and down in the street many a time. And when Yevgeny Yevtushenko came out of his home with his head still bandaged, he again saw Red. There is a saying. If the child is bitten by snake, the mother gets scared by seeing the rope of straw. Similarly, as he was attacked, he had made up his mind that he would not be afraid of anyone or anything in his life. As he was attacked and saw Red again, after coming out of his home, fear came to him. I saw Red again. I struggled with myself. When he was in dilemma, he could not decide what to do or what not to do. Whether to run away from that place or to face boldly that good rain. So he struggled with himself. When he saw rain after coming out of his home, I struggled with myself, but lost in his struggle. And what was the struggle? Whether to face rain or run away from him. Yes, he got scared when he saw rain again after his attack. So he lost and took to my heels. To my heels means run away. You know, P-F-L, double E, plea means run away. The past tense of play is played and past participle form of play is played. Ran away, run away, ran away, run away. He ran away from the place. He tried his best. He struggled with himself not to run away from the place, but face that good boldly. But as he was attacked, the fear came to him and he could not face the goal and ran away from him. At home, I rolled on my bed. See, after going home, what did he do? He threw himself on his bed. He rolled on his bed and he showed his anger. He could not show his anger to rape the goal, but he could show his anger to his people. And what do? When you could not do anything to the people stronger than you show your anger to your younger brothers, younger sisters. And the same thing had happened to here with the narrator. He could not show his anger as he did not have younger brothers and sisters, but he showed his anger to his pillow. Rolling on his bed, he started biting his pillow and pounded. Pounded means crushing or hitting the pillow hard in shame. In shame, shame you know, ashamed or shy. In shame, he felt ashamed of himself. Why did he feel ashamed of himself? He felt ashamed of himself of his cowardice, as he could not face that goal boldly and ran away from him. He considered himself a coward. So he got angry and he was burning with anger. And he showed his anger to whom? He showed his anger to his pillow. Rolling on his bed, he started biting his pillow and hitting hard his pillow in shy or in shame. And important fury. Important, you know, futile, which means futile, fury. Fury means anger. And it's cowardice. Cowardice, you know, having no courage or timidity. Important fury and my cowardice. I made up my mind to vanquish it at whatever cost. Thereafter, he made up is also a phrasal verb. Make up means decided or determined. And what did he decide? He decided that he would vanquish. Vanquish means defeat completely. And what did he want to defeat completely? He wanted to defeat completely his cowardice or his fear for rape. He made up his mind to vanquish it at whatever cost. Whatever cost it may, whatever situation it might be, he would try his best to vanquish or defeat completely his fear of rape. So, what did we discuss today? Today we discussed that he would not be afraid of rape. As in Unit 1 we discussed, he would not be afraid of who? Anyone or anything in life. But when fear came to him for rape, he decided that he would not be afraid of rain. So what did he do? Not to be scared of rain, he composed a poem about rain and published it in the newspaper. So it is called the first piece of journalism in verse by the narrator Evgeny Evtushenko. The people of the whole street read the poem as it was published in the newspaper, and they showed, they felt very happy and showed their hatred towards rain. So the narrator Evgeny Evtushenko was able to create hatredness in the minds and in the hearts of the people of his state. After composing a poem about rain and publishing it in newspaper, he made Red and his followers angry. They were angry. Red and his followers were very angry, and they wanted to take revenge. One day, when the narrator Evgeny Evtushenko was on his way to school, he was stopped and attacked with the knuckle dusters. He was severely injured and spent many a day in the hospital. After his recovery to some extent, when he came out again, he saw red. When he saw red, again fear came to him. And he could not decide whether to face red or run away from him. At last, he decided, as he lost the debate that was going within him, he ran away from red. And after going home, he started hitting hard the people. And he also felt shy for its cowardice. But in the end, he decided, whatever cost it might be, he would vanquish his fear for red. In the next class, we will go through the last unit of the lesson, studying up for yourself.